Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the comments, the generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring this bell Thursday morning or whenever you happen to see this. Let's clear out this energy. And then we're going to dig in and see what the message of Spirit has for us today. It's like you, or somebody, may not have been you, somebody obsessed over something. You know, whenever you have that secret wish in the back of your mind, and that's all you can think about, whether it's a thing, it's a person, somebody obsessed over something. Hey, Elizabeth, or someone. But what they were obsessing over is what they should have protected themselves from. Somebody should have protected themselves from something that they were obsessing over. Confirmation. Yeah, and it's almost like this person is feeling a sense of stress. Good morning, Grand Rising Galactic Goddess. They're feeling stressed because there's like two opposing energies. Somebody was trying to satisfy two different energies. It's like it's almost feeling like either two girlfriends or a wife and a girlfriend, a husband and a boyfriend, or two quote unquote best friends, two boyfriends, somebody's trying to satisfy two energies, but they can't. So the only way that they can get over this stress is, I think, just to let it all go. Leave everybody. It's like somebody's standing. I see somebody with a big stick standing in there. Confirmation in that nosy ass bitch. It's like I see somebody with a big stick standing there, making a stand. Somebody's making a stand, and they're deciding just to leave. And because Alexa said, I'm not sure how to help you with that. Somebody's not sure how to get out of this. Go on, Alexa, girl, go on. Confirmation. Bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's no truth being spoken here. None. Somebody's been lying about what they've been working on, what they've been doing. They lying about what they've been doing. They could have been lying they was lying to their family, trying to make it seem like everything was good and gravy. You know, they seriously, they have been lying to their family, trying to make it seem like everything was good and gravy, but it is not. It's not. You cannot satisfy the world. You cannot satisfy two opposing energies. I got something in my eye. Besides my contact. You cannot satisfy two opposing energies. There's only space for one person there. Wherever somebody is trying to split their time down the middle, there's only space for one person. Yeah. And see, somebody's trying to keep it together, like a relationship. Somebody's trying to keep it together. You know, it's like, you know, it's almost like one represents love. The other represents passion. The one they're trying to keep together is the one that they love. The one that represents that love there, that commitment, that's in 10 toes down, that I'm taking the good with the bad, I'm taking the bad with the evil. I'm the one who is the bottom bitch or whatever. The one who's gonna stay through thick and thin. That's the one that they feel loves them. But there's another energy they feel passionate about. Maybe that's the one that looks sexy, or he looks fine, or they got money, or they're fun. They're not as stable, but they're fun. It's almost like something like that. One represents love, the other represents the passion. But either way it goes, somebody's gonna get their heart broke. And it could be this person who feels that they was going to try and split their time between the two. Yeah, and somebody they need to talk about something, but somebody's not speaking. Almost like somebody's in deep thought and contemplation now about which way is the best way for them to go. They're using their intellect. Somebody is not talking about it, but they're definitely thinking. Which way would be the better way? Like where would longevity, like envisioning longevity with each one? Hey, Straight Cheese, thank you so very much. Thank you. Yeah, but either way it goes, this person wants to feel like the king of their castle. They want to feel like they're happy, they're free, that they can be them, But like I said, somebody is trying to decide which one holds the most promise. Somebody, like I said, somebody's going, they trying to plan or trying to decide what stand they're going to make. Hey, Rotten Rob, how are you? Somebody just wants to go towards peace. That's what they want. They want peace. They want to feel like, their life is balanced again, because right now they feel like things are out of balance. Especially whenever you got two different energies that you're trying to entertain. First you're trying to keep the name straight, unless they both got the same name. Hey, Cleo. Hey, Skull Band B. How are you? Hello, Saida. Grand Rising. Yeah, and see, this person is thinking about how you were always loyal. I feel like I feel like this person is thinking about your loyalty. Mm-hmm. And then not only your loyalty, but they're also thinking about how, they're having they're feeling a certain sort of way, because they're feeling a certain sort of way, like some type of regret, because instead of staying where they were at, where they were most successful at, where, in hindsight they see they were the happiest at, instead of them staying there, they decided that they wanted to move around a little. That they wanted to have their own choice. They wanted to come and go as they please. They wanted to be able to have two, to pick two, and they was going to do this no matter what somebody else thought, no matter how somebody else felt. They didn't give a shit. But now they give a shit. They give a shit. Somebody is putting it down. They talking about it. They talking that real shit. And somebody else is like somebody is giving somebody else a piece of their mind. And this person feels so like immature, dumb, because they don't really have a comeback. They don't have a response. All they got is this one little cup with this fish jumping out of it, as their excuse. Yeah, and not only that, but they expected somebody to stay there and take the bullshit and never leave. They expected somebody to never leave that bullshit. Epic fail is right, Rotten Rob. Yeah, they expected somebody to be okay with that. Going through that same cycle over and over and over, knowing that you stepping out, knowing that you bringing something home, something that don't belong, an extra little body that screams and needs to be fed at night and changed, or something is growing inside your body that you don't want because you can never get rid of it. It's like somebody expected you to put up with they shit. If they was out wilding, acting all crazy, ucking everything in town, being known as the whole town and state hoe, like you was supposed to be like, well, that's my boo. Hey, K Hypsee, Grand Rising. Yeah, and they shocked. They shocked that you said you gotta now. They shocked that you was like, no, I prefer to heal. Somebody like they didn't care that they was sitting here bringing this conflict to this union. Yeah, like I said, there's two different energies. Somebody was putting themselves in the middle between what they love, who they love, and who they feel passionate about. But you ever struck a match? The match is gone. That's passion. It's gone. It's over with. You have nothing to show for it except something that was burnt. You want to be burnt? Yeah. See, somebody realized that what they did was they went in for a fun time, not a long time. They realizing that now, that that's what they invested their time and energy in, something that was not built to last. And this person, they act like, whenever they first started, they couldn't see anything wrong with this. Like they was trying to make excuses for why they was going to do what they was going to do. Fuck if you felt a certain way. Forget if somebody said, forget like you supposed to just accept some bullshit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They're finding out now that you're not trying to be no third party. They put themselves in timeout. They left themselves out in the cold. The moment that they decided that they wanted to get up with old hot ass over there is the moment that you let shit cool down over here. Yeah, see, somebody is realizing that them trying to work with too many people, them trying to, I'm gonna do this one, I'm gonna do that one. It's too much stress. It's too much stress. It is too much stress. And not only that, but let me tell you how good this person's choices are. This person's picks are. They want to choose a straight up witch to be a third participant, to be in some third part confirmation. They want to choose somebody that is a straight up witch, but they didn't know that this was a witch. That's why you need to keep your wangy wang in your pants or your hairy cootie in your skirt and stop spreading it around. See, somebody realized they should have been protecting themselves. They should have had some boundaries when it came to themselves. That way they would have kept that level of respect. And see, right now, somebody feel like, I don't get any respect. Well, you disrespected yourself and you allowed the world to disrespect you. When you put yourself out there so thin, did everybody looking at you like, oh, yeah, I had that, or I can get that, or, yeah, my friend had that. Don't nobody want that no more. That's when you don't get no respect. Hey, John. Rotten Rob. Yeah, that's what somebody is getting what they deserve. And you know what? You're going to get what you deserve too. You're going to get the union that you deserve, the partner that you deserve. You know, you had to take your stand and just walk away. And they didn't expect that. And you know what? It's almost like when you took a stand and you walked away, that was the end of it. Like they say, that's all she wrote. Yeah, somebody was obsessed. And it could be you somebody's obsessed with because they can't have you. They can have that witch, but they can't have you. Like somebody had to realize you can't have both. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. Yep. But well, deep within, deep inside, somebody really wants to start over. Like they want this new opportunity with you. They want to go back to, like, they want to work on themselves and they can start all over, but they know that this time was probably gone. They did too much time. They did too much, and too much time has passed. It's just one of those things. Yeah. And something about word on the town about you, word on the streets is, you looking good, you doing right, you doing fine, you a whole empress, people is talking about you, they got good things to say about you. This is positive that they talking about you. You just now seeing that, K Hyphy? Hey, Evangelina, how are you? Yep. And then on top of that, it's almost like people are saying good things about you. I feel like, you could have been like a single parent or something like that. Somebody that was doing it on their own. Somebody that's been doing it on their own. Hey, Tia. Somebody that's been supporting themselves. You're secure. You take care of yours. But it's something about this something is coming out. I'm telling you, it's like you're what somebody obsessed over. People are starting to realize that somebody has obsessed over you. And they're seeing the truth as to why, or they're just seeing the truth as that somebody obsessed over you. They don't know why they obsessed over you, because we don't figure that shit out, what somebody's thinking, why they're thinking it, but they're starting to see that. And they see that you really love, that they really love somebody, loves somebody, is mad in love with them. But like I said, it's something about you. It's something about you. I feel like somebody wants to get some type of courage when it comes to you. But this, and I feel like, what, you're not afraid to protect yourself either. You're not afraid to stand up for what you know, for your heart, for your own happiness, your own peace. And I don't think, and this is something that somebody didn't realize when they made a decision that, oh, I have this one, but I kind of want to get this one too. Like they thought that they could get two for the price of one. Somebody didn't realize that wasn't going to work like that. They didn't see all that, but now they're seeing it. Now they're seeing they got themselves in this position. Nobody else got them in that position. They got themselves in this position. And now there's somebody starting to see, things that are coming back. They're starting to hear stuff, see stuff, learn stuff. And what they're learning is they fucked up. They fucked up. You don't count your chickens before they hatch. Because I made a cake last night. A cake asks for 3 eggs. and I had something told me to put my eggs in the bowl first before I added my oil and my water. And I'm so glad that I listened to something, my intuition. Because if not, I would have wasted some ingredients. Because the first 2 eggs I cracked and put in the bowl, and it was fine. That third egg, I looked at it. I said, what the hell is this? I got a spoon trying to get it. It was like, oh, like something was it. I just poured all that down the drain and had to get 3 more eggs. Yeah, something about somebody, they know they fucked up. They counted their chickens before they hatched. They thought that they had the game and was going with it before the game even got started. So yeah, now somebody, it's like they're under judgment, and not only that, they're under judgment, and they're feeling a certain sort of way. I feel like, you know what, this could be some kids looking at this person. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. Like, you know how an adult will do something, and their kids look at them like, yeah, well, we was getting ready to go to Disney until our parent fucked something up. You know, I kind of feel like that. Either that or was somebody made a judgment call, and they realized that they didn't have a strong position. Like they was really immature in their thinking. Like, oh, I can have two. I can have 2 birds in that one hand. Yeah, somebody realized, yeah, no, that they was dealing with a dark priestess, a dark high priestess that they should have been trying to fight. They should have been protecting themselves from. But it's too late now. She already did it. They didn't already poke the bear. What's the message, Spirit? Mayo in a pinch. I probably would have just went to the store and got some more eggs. Thank you. I'm not good on mayonnaise. I don't even think I got any mayonnaise. Yeah. See, now somebody realizing they should have been fighting. They should have had some boundaries. They should have protected themselves. You know, they should have protected themselves. If they would have protected themselves, they would not have been in this position where they regretting the choices that they made. They're regretting the lies. They're regretting the character assassination. They're regretting backstabbing somebody. They would have been in a much better position. A much better position had they resisted the damn devil. Had they really been true to you. Had they really gave you that cup of love, they would have been in a much better position. That way, somebody wouldn't have had to try and hold back. I'm trying to hold back. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. You know, it's like, what are you really trying to do? People think short term. Motherfuckers think short term all the damn time. They think, I need this money by tomorrow so I can do this. Okay, but think long term. Think long term. Think about what's really going to keep you happy. And it ain't no short term shit. Oh, look at that big butt over there. Oh, look at that. He wearing size 16 shoes. Look how big his hands are. Let's give it to him. And only to find out, oh my God, now I got something I can't get rid of. Stop thinking short term. Stop thinking, oh, that's a perfect opportunity for me to get this money by tomorrow. You get the money by tomorrow, and now it's all gone. And not only that, but you got framed for some fraud shit. You know, stop with the short term thinking. Think about long term. Somebody make you a proposition today. Stop and think before you say yes. Think, how is this going to affect me? How is this going to affect my mate? How is this going to affect my kids? How is this going to affect my job? How is this going to affect my life? How is this going to affect everything I do? Think about that first. Don't just think up to day 28. Think through year 10 before you make your decision. Because once you do it, you can't undo it. Once you screw the pooch, you cannot unscrew the pooch. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Hey, Cleo, did I say hello to you? Hi, Imani. Peace and blessings to you. Hey, T. Williams, how are you? Thank you. Thank you. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Thank you. Yep. Somebody got to take a stand. They should have took that stand a long ass time ago. You know, now they got to take a stand. They trying to figure out what they got to do. Because they know that if they stay where they at, the only thing that's going to come in is more stress, more lies, more secrets, more shit that they feel like they got to cover up. They done already did enough. Like I said, they done already found out that they done screwed the pooch with this dark ass high priestess. This a witch. And then on top of that, they have the nerve and the absolute audacity to act like they shocked. Well, you should have did your fucking homework. What's the message, Spirit? Should have did your homework. You can't tell who nobody is just by looking at them. You can't tell if that's a witch, if that's a warlock, if that's a priest, if that's a preacher, if that's a nun. You can't tell. And now somebody's sitting here thinking about the times that they had with you. How you have just moved on and kept moving on. You ain't doing nothing. And how everybody is talking good shit about you. And how people are talking the goodest shit about you. About how you did this, you did that. You made a judgment call. You saw somebody for what they was really doing. You saw the forest for the trees. Yeah, yes. People is talking good shit about you. Good shit about you. Yep. And yeah, I feel like this is your ancestors coming through. Hey, Tamika. Your ancestors is coming through. What you need, little girl? You want to go out back? You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Hold on, y'all. Let me put her outside. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, little girl. That's my baby. Then she don't even want to go. Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere, Sasha. Nope. No. Yeah. Somebody's talking. Thank you. What's the message, Spirit? Somebody wants to go to the PARK. Lord help me if somebody can start spelling, huh? What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yep. See, somebody's thinking about, now they starting to put two and two together. And they realizing the move that they should have made was towards you. The move that they should have made will stick with you. That's the move that they should have made. They should have appreciated what they had as opposed to going out and getting some old sneaky, freaky shit. You know, and they realizing that whoever they was trying to split the time with, they realized that that's somebody that was just after their money. That person wasn't really trying to be with them. That person was trying to get some money. That was it. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Malcolm, how are you? That was it. Hi, Robert. How are you, sweetie? Yeah. And somebody, they shocked that, you know what, throughout all of this bullshit, that you still healed. They couldn't stop you from healing. They couldn't stop you from ascending. They can't stop you from growing. And they sure the fuck can't stop you from truly knowing. Love Time Nation. How are you? Grand Rising. See, now somebody's realizing that they was dealing with somebody who was a witch, who was a self-proclaimed warlock, who was trying to create or make something appear. You know what I'm saying? That it wasn't the person that they was thinking it was, or the person that they was thinking was they wasn't getting what they thought they was getting. What's the message, Spirit? We're about to change decks in a second. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, something about somebody should see now. They should not have gone out there. They shouldn't have acted all reckless. They shouldn't have acted reckless. They should not have invested in something. They should have left something completely alone. They realize that now. They should have left something completely alone, because all they did was get themselves in a position that is hard to get out of. They got themselves in a position. They feel so overburdened, worried, stressed, all of that. And all they really want is you. Now they realize how much they love you. They realize how protective of yourself you are. They realize how strong you are. They realize how much you're not gonna go through no bullshit. They didn't realize that shit now. Now they sitting here looking all stressed and shit. Because they looking all stressed because there's 3 of them. Really, well, now they really wanted was you and them. But somebody had to go let somebody else in. That's why they ass is stressed. They thought that the more the merrier. They're realizing now they would have been better off. They would have been better off just being with you. But see, whenever they decided that they wanted to get somebody else involved, that's when the problems began. That's when the trouble started. That's when the oh shit, I fucked up happened. The FAFO. Money hungry dog. I know that's right. What's the message? What's the message? Anything else from this deck? We're going to pull another deck. Hey, Shaylin. How are you, sweetie? Thank you. Yeah. Somebody said the only way that they can get out of this is just to cut the cord, cut the rope, cut the losses, and leave. They realize because there's no way that they can make this lie, work on this lie to make it any better. They already playing half both sides against the middle. You know, what is it that they truly want? What is it that they truly want? See, somebody decided it's time for them to stop trying to win at all costs and get real with themselves. Get real with themselves. They see now that, you know what, they have to put out as much as they want to receive. They can't sit there and hold back and thinking that they're gonna get the best part of it. No, that's only causing chaos. That's only causing cacophony, drama, trauma. You want to be known as the drama and the trauma starter? Bottom of the deck. We're going to use this one. Bottom of the deck. Somebody needs some balance. And this bottom of the deck was just an opportunity. Somebody needs some balance. Somebody needs some balance. They need to balance out so that they can. And they're wondering, if they balance themselves out, will they have another opportunity to get right with you? Because really what they really want is this committed relationship. That's what they really want, is a committed relationship that y'all already have. And like I said, this person realizes that they was just exploring some passionate relationship, somebody that they thought could put it together in between the sheets or whatever. But that's not really what they want. Now somebody see that, you know what, they were so balanced in their life. Their life was so good and everything, and they lost it. They lost it because they're going for some floozy with a booty. That all that passion, they want to leave that shit alone. They don't want that passion anymore because they realize passion is just as expensive as ignorance and racing and racistness, and being racist. Those are the two most that passion, being a racist, and ignorance. Those are the three most expensive things in the world. Somebody realized they should have stuck with you. They should have honored what they had with you as opposed to trying to go out and get something different. They would have been happy with the 10 of Cups. That would have been their happiness. That would have been what they wanted. They already had everything that they wanted. They was already happy. They already had all their wishes coming true. It's just that they didn't know it because they didn't appreciate it. And herein lies the conflict. Because see, this person didn't know that you knew what time it was. They didn't think that you were smart enough. They didn't think that you was wise enough. They didn't think that you had the power, the guts, the courage, the tenacity, the kahunas to do what you needed to do to get right with you. See, somebody realized now they didn't think that all this was going to crumble apart. They thought that this was going to be a cycle that you just stayed in because you was going to be up for the fight. Ain't nobody trying to fight over no motherfuckers. Ain't nobody trying to fight over no motherfuckers. Get that in your motherfucking head. You think you fine? Go and be fine out in them fucking streets. You think you smart? Go and be smart out in them motherfucking streets. But ain't nobody trying to fight for nobody. Not these days. Now, you should have caught us 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago. But now, it's easier. It's more peaceful. It's easier just to walk away and let y'all have it. You want to fight for? You fight by yourself. Because the way that this is, it's like, you know what? You don't have to fight for what is yours. What God got for you, you ain't got to fight for. You ain't got to try and impress. You ain't got to lie for. You ain't got to try and outdo for. That's for you. Somebody's thinking about the past and what they and how they should have been working on themselves in the past, how they should have had the courage to work on themselves in the past. But instead, they didn't. And they didn't work with you. That's what they should have been doing, is working on your relationship, but instead they didn't. You know what they did instead? They decided they wanted to collaborate with a dark high priestess. The devil. That's what they wanted to do. And didn't think that you was going to be smart enough to know. Like you was going to be trying to be in that fight. Who the fuck is going to try and fight the devil? Nobody. We already won. Hey, Datara. We already won. All we got to do is turn around and walk away. Ain't nobody trying to stay and fight against some principality that we've already beat. See, somebody thought that you was a fool and was going to be up for the challenge with the 10 of Wands. You know, you're not going to outdo me. You're not going to outdo me. Put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up. Come on. No, you ain't doing all that. You just like, oh, okay, that's what you want. Have at it. See, somebody didn't realize you was already happy. They thought that they was going to be happier getting something else. They thought that they was going to be happier with something else that got them stuck. What else, Spirit? We get ready to pull a couple more. Then I got to go do my straight 8. But it's my Friday. Yes. Thank you. Yep. Something about somebody's in their feelings and they wanna come and they wanna talk about something. They want to bring you some type of message. This is something that somebody has thought about. They're very logical now. This is something that somebody has thought about and they know that they're doing the right thing. What they're doing is they want to talk about how they leaving something and something is just over. That passionate one, that passionate entity is gone. Somebody say, I don't want that shit no more. I don't want that shit no more. What they want is somebody that's balanced. They want to balance things out with you. They see that you the strong one. You the one with the courage. You the one with the strength. You the one with the know-how. You the one that don't play no little motherfucker Mickey Mouse games. And you know how to defend yourself. You got everything it is that you possibly need to pull a rabbit out a motherfucking hat. Oh. Not just that, but this person is looking at you as nurturing and compassionate. That's so much better than just being passion. Now they're realizing the difference between compassion and passion. One you can depend on, compassion. The other one is out for themselves, and they're going to be gone before you even realize that they was out for themselves. All right, y'all, we're getting ready to swing this pendulum. See what the message is, what the answer is. Think of your question for the day. Think of your question. All right, Spirit, what is the way that the wind is going to blow today? Think of your question. Spirit, which way is that? What is the answer? What is the answer, Spirit? Looks like it's starting off as a yes. Looks like it is a yes this morning, y'all. Okay, yes, it is. And it's just getting stronger. All right. So, yep, it's a yes. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate your energy in the chat, especially whenever I do the lives. I really appreciate it. I don't even think I really post anymore. I just do lives. If I post, it's odd. I love y'all. Let's have a wonderful day today. Happy Thursday, or whatever day it is that you see this. And we will see each other this evening. I'm going to try and do 2 a day. All right. Thank you so very much. God bless all of you. And we're all going to have a wonderful day. Bye now.